I thought I beat it. Welcome everyone to the show.
Hold the fuck on. Lighting is never my friend. There we go.
Good kid.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, we're all good, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start this show right up.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. VT Network here. We missed last week, but that's because our internet, well, my internet specifically, was not functioning properly, and I could not
Not
hold a
just
fucking.
yours. Not just yours, homie.
Yours was fucked too.
Dude, they've been fucking us for like the last month. We'd call them and tell them the same thing. We're like, hey, we pay for the premium package to get like
Same.
the highest speed that you can offer in our area, which is a solid like 100 gig thing, like 100 gig tops. It might be more, but I'm just giving a general number. Like, we pay for the best. So the fact that I sometimes get kicked off of my own internet for whatever fucking reason is a miss to me.
Yeah, no shit.
Like, I fucking but they did work. They did work. I'm not saying it fucking fixed it, but I can say that they did. They were doing some work up yonder from my trailer. So
we're all snowed in. So even if they were, it's not like they're accomplishing much. So before we get to the Stranger Things, because we are going to have a guest on today.
Is it gonna be Mustard again?
It is going to be Mustard.
We're gonna hear him yell about Stranger Things.
We are going to hear him yell about Stranger Things.
Woo! I'm excited.
And I don't know. So we're gonna go over some bullshit theories and some things that I don't want to play the devil's advocate on this because I don't like playing the devil's advocate. But again, you're a writer, I'm a writer, so we have a different perspective on things. We're gonna get into that though. You recently just read a very cool book, though. You wanna tell everybody about that?
Okay, so like 2 months ago, a good friend of mine, Panda Man Eric, decided to tell me about a book called Dungeon Crawler Carl. Now, I knew I heard that name before, but I couldn't like place my finger on it. So apparently this book came out during the pandemic. Like, he wrote it during the pandemic and it came out, and it's getting pushed hard last month for some weird reason. Not going to ask why.
Just gotta believe.
But it's getting pushed hard, and I thought it would be one of those like nerdy, I'm a bard, let me sing a fun song. I am a wizard, let me cast a spell. I was so wrong, and I am so happy I was wrong. Like I was telling Deadman last night, I told him about it. I finished the book in one day, all 440 pages. I breezed right through it.
Yeah.
I really fucking hate that I did that, but it was a great book. I couldn't put it down. Like I told Deadman, it was a nice, easy story to digest. It didn't have a lot of complicated plot lines that you had to sit there and put more than fucking 2 brain cells together to figure out what was happening.
Yeah.
The jokes landed pretty well. Like, they never made the characters out to be nothing more than what they're supposed to be. That's one thing I appreciated. They made the main character kind of stay in his lane. Didn't have him be this grandiose guy. It was just some Joe Schmo that got sucked in, and now he's fighting monsters in a pair of boxers. I like the fact that they saved all of the big quote unquote twists for this till the end of the book. Like, they didn't have it formulate around it.
Yeah, it wasn't like the hinge in the middle of the book where like the rest of the book's just downhill.
It stayed pretty consistently at a decent level. Like I said, it wasn't some grandiose adventure, but I also know this is book 1 of, well, soon to be 8, because 8's coming out in May. That's why I'm trying to catch up on all 7 before May rolls around. But yeah, I like the story, and also for the fact that it's based off of one of my favorite TTRPG systems, which is Dungeon Crawler Classics, and then the rule set, like a module for that, which is X Crawl. And I was like, no way he's fucking running this off of an X Crawl. Like, that's what he's basing it off of. Until there was a certain phrase said where they're like, oh, we're gonna start tunneling dwellers into the 2nd level, and I'm like, that's how you get a fucking character to start off in an X Crawl. I knew it. I knew that's what you wrote it off of.
Definitely.
I was excited. I was excited. I liked it. I thought it was entertaining. I do like the video game / RPG mechanics of it. I like that the achievement insults him every time he gets a new 90% of the time he gets a new achievement, it insults him in some way. And I also like the AI foot thing that they got going on. Anytime he gets something foot related, he's like, it just makes me feel weird. He talks about my feet as if it's sexual. I like it. The supporting character isn't there as just cannon fodder, joke material. Like the cat serves a purpose. Like Donut actually has a reason to be there instead of just being like, it got too dark. Time to make a wisecrack. Like the little boy in Berserk.
Yeah.
That fucking thing, or the little fairy that rolls around with them. Like how those characters are. I can't appreciate those, but I can appreciate making your side character an actual character, not just jokes and cannon fodder for the rest of the world.
Yeah, not a one-trick pony, but an actual developed character. Yeah.
It's a good book. If you haven't read it yet, if you got Kindle Unlimited, you can read it through that. If you want to go purchase the actual book, like I did, because I was bougie, I went to Barnes and Noble, and I got me a copy of it. So like it was good. I read it in the span of about, it's an easy read, so about 7 to 8 hours. I didn't have fuck all to do yesterday when I got home, so read it all. It was good. I say go read it. I also got some more fantasy novels because for some odd reason, fantasy has just been calling to me.
I tend to read fantasy more than I do like sci-fi and stuff like that. Namely because for the last, I don't know, 20 years, well, since Michael Crichton passed away, the idea of sci-fi is to put quantum in front of anything, and it becomes sci-fi, and it just pisses me off. Like, what's this revolver? Well, it's a quantum 45 long Colt, huh?
Hold on, what does that change?
It's a quantum 25 cents. What is this vehicle? It's a quantum Buick 88. like it just it gets under my skin so much and so quickly.
It's a quantum Desert Eagle. What's the difference? See this little tube on the top?
Yeah, it lights up.
Lasers.
Oh God! Welcome, Mustard.
Hello.
Mustard. What's going on, buddy?
I'm chilling. How you guys doing?
Well, all right, we're gonna yell about Stranger Things since we didn't get to last week.
Sitting here fat and happy, man. Sitting here fat and happy.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about the whole sci-fi thing? Like, am I on the money on that one or not?
I don't know. I think sci-fi as a genre has really died in the last like 15 years.
It hasn't had any heavy hitters. I mean, the last one that came out was a property from the 80s, 90s, and that was Dune.
Dune is from the 60s.
Yeah.
Oh, it's from the 60s.
That, I think, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, yeah.
Maybe the first movie was made in the 80s.
The first movie was made in the. I think you're right. I think the 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
Well,
but I don't know. I think just sci-fi in general just hasn't really had a. I would say
84.
the last like 10, 15 years. You know, I think the last strong one was probably Prometheus. No. Well, that's just for me. That's my opinion. We could argue that like Alien Romulus was also a really good one, but like.
That depends on how diehard of an Alien fan you are, though.
Yeah, it really depends on like yeah. So I don't know. I feel like science fiction, in its relevance right now, I think it's kind of dead. So
it doesn't have any heavy hitters. Like at least, I think it's going through right now. It's going through the transitional period that horror movies went through the last couple of years, where there were ones coming out, but they weren't as good as what they could be, or what the whole fans of the genre expect.
Yeah,
here in the last 5 years, we've gotten great horror movies. So I think if we give the sci-fi genre as a whole, I would say 2 to 3 more years, I think we're going to start to see some new heavy hitters kick their way in through the door.
Horror has been making a steady comeback, and it's like honestly surprising to me that it's been off the back of Evil Dead. Like, I would have never thought that Evil Dead 2013, then Evil Dead Rise, are the ones leading the charge. Some claim
No.
it's
No, the fuck
Terrifier.
they're not. Yeah,
Some claim
Terrifier has more of a foothold than Evil
Terrifier
Dead
is
does.
not. Terrifier is not a horror movie. Terrifier is a slasher film. It is gore
It's still a
porn.
horror movie that's still in the category. That's
It's
the
gore
shit
porn.
that-
Horrific. It's horrific, so it's horror. Sorry, Dia. You're
yeah.
wrong.
I don't know. Like
It's
like
gore
like
porn. It's gore porn for white women. That's all it is.
yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. I just I see Evil Dead standing out one movie after another.
Of course you do. You grew up in the 80s.
Well, no, like in all reality, like my bias aside, Evil Dead Rise was one of those movies that comes along and is like, oh yeah, this is how you're supposed to do things. You're supposed to scare the audience. You're not supposed to just, you know, stick a chainsaw up somebody's ass and, you know, spray the camera with unlimited amounts of gore and blood. Like, you're supposed to scare them. You're supposed to make the characters be scared. You're supposed to paint a scary, like, everything is supposed to be scary, not just gore. And Evil Dead Rise did that. Evil Dead 2013 also did that. I understand your issues with it, and I've said that you have valid issues.
I just think no, it's not there's issues. I think that there's just more important and relevant ones like Sinners, or
Sinners was
Weapons,
amazing.
or Talk to Me,
Weapons was also
or
amazing.
Bring
Talk
Her
to Me was
Back.
okay.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
Bring
All
Her
of
Back
those.
was all right.
Megan. With the robot movie, wasn't that Megan? Is what it was called?
Megan, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
Megan
as,
was
as
also.
Hangle likes to say,
Megan was
Mithrigan.
Just saying, like it's not off the back of any one fucking movie. It's been just a ton of good ones just coming out simultaneously. I think you're holding Evil Dead on too high of a pedestal, and that is your bias. But that's fine.
Well, I wouldn't like. It's not the bias, but Evil Dead already has such a dedicated fan base from the very, very first movie to now, to where people know it's a household name. So, like, you see a new
Yeah.
Evil Dead, it's
I agreed.
it's a household
Yeah.
name, unlike
I agree.
Terrifier or Megan, or just like it's in the same realm as Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, yeah, people might not have watched it, but you could say it and people still know what the hell it's about. With
A chainsaw
Terrifier,
a chainsaw to the ass sounds pretty scary to me. Says Lemon. I mean, it's
hey,
not
that's a
the.
Tuesday.
I mean, that's relevant. That's, you know, an actual relevant comment and, you know, an opinion. I believe we have fallen for. I believe we've gone a very Eli Roth way of things in horror lately, where it just relies on gore rather than creating an atmosphere or a story. You know what I
I
mean?
disagree with you. Look at Weapons. Weapons just takes your whole point and shits on it. Weapons, literally, the entire movie was world building, and then the last like 30 minutes was like, oh shit.
I'll say the last like 10 minutes.
Sinners as well. Sinners was lots of lore and world building and lots of deep fucking country ass storylines, and then, you know, it built up to the. I don't think so. I don't know. I just think you're wrong, buddy.
Well, no, I think you're pointing out. I think you're pointing out two examples that I said a timeline from 2013 to now, and you said
2013.
yeah,
Wait, why 2013?
That's
Evil
a
Dead
weird.
2013.
I said the last 5 years. I saying last 5 years to say relevant.
Okay. I mean, like I said, you are naming two very good examples, and yes, they are very, very good examples of why I'm not completely, you know, in the right here. But this is my opinion, and the idea that we have and the thing is that we have lost a lot of what horror is supposed to be. And you are right, like those two movies, Weapons and Sinners especially, is what we're supposed to be looking at as examples of horror. What I am personally saying is that, to me, the horror genre outside of these very few examples has fallen to this Eli Roth thing, where it's just like, let's see how we can chop somebody up or murder somebody or kill somebody. Look at the movie Thanksgiving. It's like,
Slashers will always be slashers, though, dude.
slashers are always going to be slashers, and I've never been a fan of slashers, and I guess that also kind of informs my bias.
Slashes
Yeah,
are fun if you're high and you don't got to pay attention to a movie. Like, that's really the best they're good for.
The Substance is another good example.
That's some Cronenberg shit.
No One
That's
Will Save You. Remember that one?
That one was amazing. How long ago was that?
2023.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was way more recent than that.
Thank God, Stranger Things is kind of a horror
When
movie.
Evil
or else
Lurks, that fucking Argentinian film,
That one was weird.
that was fucked up, dude.
It was fucked up, but it was weird. I kind of lost the plot along the way.
Together with Dave Franco, remember that one?
That one was also some
How is
Cronenberg
that?
shit.
How is
That's a
that
good
together?
movie. That's a good fucking movie. It's a good fucking movie. I
movie?
like it.
Okay. Okay.
If you like body horror, Cronenberg, you're gonna like it. If you don't
Yeah.
like body horror, if you don't like Cronenberg shit, you're not gonna like it.
I don't know Cronenberg shit, but I do like body horror, so I'm all
The
for it.
Fly. Have you ever seen The Fly?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Have you
Okay.
ever seen The Thing? Like
Yes,
that's Cronenberg.
yes.
That's
Oh,
that's body horror. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, horror
Uh,
movies are one of those genres where it's like I know the movie, I don't know directors or who does the type of stuff.
Right.
Well,
No, yeah.
Cronenberg made a couple of movies back in the '80s called Videodrome, starring what's his name, the guy that plays Hades in Hercules. But anyways, it's just body horror. It's like literally taking and twisting the body in the most horrific ways you can think of, and presenting it as a story or something. And Cronenberg was like the master of that shit. So.
Okay.
I thoroughly enjoyed The Substance.
I enjoyed it. I just I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like I don't know. I don't think every single movie in the past 5 years has devolved into an Eli Roth slasher film. I think we've had some pretty good installments of horror lately, and I feel like it's in a pretty good place right now.
It had its plateau for a little bit, which is
It
what
did.
I was
Oh
saying.
God, it did.
Yeah, it had its plateau, but I think, like you said, here in the last 5 years, it started to sort of get that traction back on the road, and I think that's what's going to happen with sci-fi here in the next 2. We just got to kind of get over this hump that we're having.
In my opinion, right? Like
Star Wars is going to be we need to stop thinking that Star Wars is going to come back and be the next great savior of sci-fi again. We need new ones. We need new, and I know it's hard. I know it's hard to do in this day and age. But we need new IPs to come out for the sci-fi genre.
Agreed. Which is where we talk about Stranger Things. We bring it in. See, it all ties together, folks. We're not just assholes rambling about. It all ties together.
See, there's a reason we were talking about it. We got this. We got this locked in the bag. That ending, I still think, was wrote with 2 meth heads, a monkey, a donkey, and 5 packs of smokes, and they had to finish that whole entire last season before that last cigarette.
They started filming the fucking episode before they finished writing it.
Season, not
no
episode.
Episode. The one of the fucking makeup artists is like, so we're filming episode 8. It's not finished yet, so we're all kind of fucked. Literally in the fucking documentary, she says we fucking started filming the last episode and it has not been finished being written.
This is where I have to play the asshole devil's advocate, and I don't like doing it.
I've already had this argument with him once. I'm ready to go again.
Hold on. Lemon says The Substance is one of the best movies made in the last 10 years, and same with Weapons and Together.
Agreed. I agree with him.
I agree. So they are honestly some of the best examples of horror that we've had lately. I am not without fault, and like I said, it is my bias speaking when I say that Evil Dead has been not only a staple but a standard. It is absolutely my bias, and it's an opinion.
Right.
So you two go off, and I'll chime in a minute here.
No, you already pissed us off with your intro. Go ahead and play devil's advocate, dickhead. Go ahead.
You got what you say, because I think me and Mustard are on the same side of this one. So let's hear what you got to say there, Bubba.
So many, and Gibby said this that doesn't make it right, and I said it, and I had to preface that by saying I'm not saying it's right, but many projects, more than you realize, start filming without having an ending written. In fact, there are several times where projects have to shoot several different endings or several different scenes when they know those scenes are not going to play. To finally get to the final one. the amount of movies that have been started filming without an ending, and yes, series as well, is more than you care to know. Why the Duffer Brothers are getting this fucking hate like this has never been done before. Hey Brandon, Weapons was kind of mid. That's your opinion, and you're welcome to it. I mean, that's fine.
Those fucking wrong.
The amount of movies and shows that get written and start filming, and there is absolutely no ending or no idea where the story is going to go, is far, far more numerous than you guys realize. The Duffers getting, this fucking absolute vitriol and hatred. I don't understand it.
I got a question. I got a question for it then. So if this happens more often than we think,
Yes.
give me an example of one that happened like this, but the ending was amazing and it's held in high regard.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa! We can't argue with that one. The guy's the second king of Rome. There's the eighth king of Rome.
Yeah, Gladiator started filming without an ending in mind. So did the first Iron Man, which is one that you can say arguably is one of the greats, one of the best MCU films or best Marvel films. The first Iron Man started filming without an ending involved and without a plot on whether or not Obadiah was going to die or not, because they didn't know they wanted Iron Man to kill his arch nemesis, whatever, for that movie.
I get it. But these assholes sat there and bragged, like, "Oh, we've known how it's going to end since season one." They were spilling that shit for years.
And maybe they fucking did. And maybe they did have an idea of how it was going to end, or they had the ending written. And by the time they got to season 5, that ending no longer worked. Gibby has actually had that happen while fucking writing.
All right. I can understand this if the Duffer Brothers were a fucking island. Okay, I can understand this. But in the documentary, again, I'm gonna reference their own fucking material.
Yeah,
They
that's
were
fine.
in the master's writing room, and one of their head writers told them, "Hey, dude, if it's kind of dumb if Demogorgons or dogs or nothing are in the fucking dimension where they had lived, right?"
Right.
What is the fucking Raw Stuffer?
Okay, let's see. Brandon
And
says probably Dark Knight.
They did not listen to this man.
Hold on. Probably Dark Knight. The movie is peak except for the
Why are you
ending.
reading comments in the middle of my point?
Because there's comments popping up. Prela, welcome to the show.
Two assholes. They're all.
Priley, welcome to the show. Yeah, I think the issue is that they said they knew how this was going to end, but they didn't. And like I said, Mustard, keep going, please. I'm sorry to interrupt.
It's fine. I'm just saying, like, in
That
their own teaming, they were having doubts.
Yeah.
Even their own actors were telling them, "Hey, they don't know we're dating." Maya Hawke had to remind the director that they didn't know her own character was gay.
Yeah, and
Ross was like, "Oh yeah."
like
And
I
then
s-
Vecna,
If you have
the
to
guy
have
who-
your fucking actors remind you about the shit that you wrote, come on.
I know.
now.
And then Jamie Campbell Bower was like, "Okay, that kind of doesn't make sense for Vecna because then this happened." And then Ross Stuffer was just like, "Yeah, shut up, just do the voice." you know? Like,
I think they
literally,
did
dude,
more damage with that documentary than what they thought
they
was
fucking
going to happen.
did. They fucking did. Whoever edited that shit hates the Duffers. Dude.
They wanted them to look like shit. The entire thing, man. Because I
And
watched it. I
it's,
was like, you guys.
I haven't watched the documentary. I refuse.
I still believe that they don't deserve this much hate. Now, mind you, I said this much hate. Do they deserve some hate? Yes, absolutely. But the amount of hate, I don't agree with. Like I said, there are so many fucking movies that start, and so many series that
Okay,
start
but it's
without.
not just that though. It's not just the not finished writing part. It's everything else. Like they were ignoring advice from the entire team. They had a budget of $400 million and 3 years, and they spit out that. I think they absolutely deserve this amount of fucking hate. They absolutely do.
Joss Whedon had 2 years to develop a show, and ended up
Okay, but
giving
what
us.
else has Joss Whedon done? What else has Joss Whedon done?
What the fuck? Are you
No,
serious?
No. I'm proving a point here. Go ahead. What else has Joss Whedon done? Name it. Go ahead, please. Please
Really?
do it. Please
Really?
do it. I am begging you to do it. Please.
Oh my
Please
god.
go
Okay.
ahead.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Right.
Angel, The
Right.
Avengers,
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead. Yeah. Keep
fucking
going,
one
dude. No,
House,
please keep going. Right. Okay. Now
Dollhouse,
shut up. Now name everything the fucking Duffers have done.
Stranger Things.
Exactly. We can live with Joss Whedon's one shitty fucking show, though. But when this is your only fucking thing that you're bringing to the table, when this is your life's work, this is your entire fucking career, and you flub it that fucking bad with $400 million, 3 fucking years, and an A-list casting, and you fuck it up that bad, dude. There is no, nah, bro. Nah,
Hold on.
hold
Hold on. I'm not going to accept A-list casting from you, who constantly shits on the performance of
Ben
most of the
Wolfhard
cast.
is literally an A-list movie star. He isn't it. Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. That is A-list actor. He is an A-list actor. What are you talking about? David Harbour, that's an A-list actor. Winona fucking Ryder, A-list actor. What the fuck are you talking about?
But you shit on most of the cast.
I shit on Noah Schnapp because he's a horrible actor. Yeah, I shit on Millie Bobby Brown because she's a horrible actress.
And
that's it. What other two?
Oh my god.
What other two? Tell me right now.
Finn is also in Ghostbusters. Thank you, Priley. It says, no, for reals. Everyone was like, hey, guys, so this is not going to work. Maya was talking to Sean Levy and was like, bro, they don't know I'm gay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they suck for this. Okay, I am not defending them. They suck for this.
No, I'm not getting rage baited, Brandon. Not everything is a fucking rage bait, you loser. I'm saying that I'm passionate about a fucking show. We're talking about a fucking show, and I'm talking about it, dumbass. Not a rage bait. Oh my god.
Like do they suck for this? Yes. Did they fuck this? Yes. What I don't understand is not only the amount of hate, but the idea that so many people are like, well, this has never happened before. And it's like, what the fuck?
I don't think anybody's ever said that. I've never seen anybody say that.
I've never said that it happened. The only reason I came off so hot with it was because I was frustrated. Because what irritates me is this is such a cultural icon, and you can argue with me to the fucking day I'm 6 feet under. But Stranger Things was a cultural icon, and it made a cultural impact.
Thank you. So, it did.
Yeah, it made a cultural impact. So the fact that the ending was lackluster, especially with how much it had, how much it had in them rocket pants it was fucking wearing for every season that came out, and to see the ending just a tiny little cum splat on the window of a grand scheme of things, it's disappointing, it's frustrating, it's irritating because
it is
because some people viewed this as a great show to bring onto their top 10s, or like, this is now one of my favorite things in this whole spew of
bad in the show. We waited 10 years to fucking see a physical manifestation of. The dude had 2 words in the whole show. Find me. The Mind Flayer had 2 words in the whole show. The biggest bad in the entire show. The one that we were supposed to be worried about.
Didn't it talk in like season 2?
No.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Everything else was Vecna, bro.
Prilly says, I love that I just walk in, don't know you guys, never seen it, but this is fun. Please, join in, please.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for being here. Your comments are more than welcome. Keep getting engaged, please, because we need backup.
We need
also
backup.
Finn Wolfhard said, I'm scared people are going to feel the same way about the ending as they did with the ending of Game of Thrones.
And we absolutely do feel the same
way. And everybody does.
I think it's in the same vein.
I think it absolutely is in the same fucking shot.
You have the actors on the red carpet going, best season ever.
Yeah, they're probably like, I'm gonna take a hot fucking shower when I get home after all the dirty lies I had to tell on that red carpet event.
Though, bro.
And not only that, but David Harbour is actually taking a break from acting right now. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah, he's had like a couple of mental breaks publicly.
He's David Harbour, Hooper.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And the backup, don't worry, King.
Thank you.
Please stick around. Yes.
The goat right there.
Fucking he's taking a break from acting. He was supposed to be in another project for a very large director and a very big project, and he was just like, I'm just not fucking ready, and I'm gonna just take the fuck off before production begins.
I don't blame him. If that's the
last
project,
how
shitty the show came out, and he was just like, "Oh fuck!"
He's like, "Oh, people are."
Well, on top of all of that, this weird allegations that he was being like bullying Millie Bobby Brown on set and shit like that. And like he was like, release everything, release the investigation. Oh, what's the matter? You don't want to do it? Oh, what's the matter? You jumped the gun about a complaint that was lodged by people that weren't even working on the show. Oh, whoops.
But not so much that, but it's like the fact that as an actor you give 10 years of your life to this project, dude. Everybody ends up fucking hating it and hating you and hating your work on it because two idiots couldn't write a fucking show right. Dude, I would seriously take a break too. If I got
I would, yeah.
2-year hiatus at least. 2-year hiatus, except like little.
I swear to God, there again. Yeah, you got a point. You got a point, dude. Oh my God. Jeremy's always dead man on set. Oh.
No, behind camera.
I'm
That's actually how it
bigger than him.
goes.
I'm bigger
That's
than
actually how
him.
it goes. You just see him like walk around like a little high school bully, just smacking his books out of his hand. You fucking nerd.
Dude, no, Curly's got a point,
And
bro.
then he runs.
If you see that those red carpet interviews,
Oh, they were drunk.
They were all so fucking drunk or
They
high
were
or something,
drunk.
bro.
No, they were fucking drunk. What I forgot who the fuck it was, but they were like stumbling. It was one
Charlie,
of
the guy who plays Jonathan. Charlie,
Was it him? Yeah, like he was
like hugging
stumbling.
everybody. He was like, "I'm gonna miss
I
this
fucking
guy."
love you guys.
Yeah,
You guys are great.
I
Can we
think.
get a comment? You rock.
I think the funny part about that is like right after that documentary came out, 2 weeks after, they all went on SNL. Everybody was talking about that. And I'm like, oh, you sneaky fuckers! I know exactly what you did. You want to take the heat off that show, didn't you?
Charlie's
I
looking,
think,
he's the only one that's been arrested for drug possession or whatever.
I think they put
That's
out
true.
the documentary. I don't think it was them. I think it was Netflix.
Netflix, yeah, definitely.
I think Netflix definitely threw the Duffers under the bus.
Well, not really, because they have those other spin-offs coming.
I think they threw the Duffers under the bus with that fucking documentary because it's up to Netflix whether or not the
Somebody
documentary
did.
airs. It was Netflix. It was Netflix because okay, so look at it like this. I'm an executive in Netflix, right? I'm the guy that greenlit the whole season, right? I'm the guy that fucking said yes, go start filming without an ending. I'm the guy that said if we wait any fucking longer, these kids are going to be in their 30s. Start filming season 5. We got to get this shit out before these fucking kids age up any longer. And we don't have an ending. I don't care. Start filming. And then they start turning in dailies, or they start turning in motion packs, right? and this is the shit they're getting. My first phone call would be to like a production assistant and start documenting everything.
So they're going to the bathroom. I don't give a shit.
Look
I
at
don't
probably
give a
said
fuck.
Netflix made this documentary to be like, don't blame us for this shit. Look how they worked.
You know what?
It's not wrong because that's how it is. If Netflix dropped it like that,
Netflix's pure purpose with that documentary was to refute blame.
yes, and that's just it, right? So like when the
so
show
funny,
hit,
dude.
right? Because they had mixed reactions to the final. No, it wasn't the final episode. One of the episodes they had a lot of mixed reactions to during the test screenings, and so they were trying to like scramble to rewrite that shit and reshoot it, and Netflix was just like,
Oh my
we're
God,
gonna lose
we're
so
go
much
broke.
fucking money.
Oh my
on
God,
this.
we're gonna go broke. Oh my God.
what do you mean I lost my bonus?
Shit, we got to rely on the One Piece live action now. Fuck.
Yeah, but I like the One Piece.
I love the
live
One Piece
action.
live action.
Same here. Oh, so do I. What do you mean? I'm just saying, like,
Oh my
you
God,
have
they
you have
were-
those two things coming out so close together that now they're like, fuck, Stranger Things didn't do what we wanted to. We're not going to pull in the advertisements like we should. Shit. Now we got to, hopefully One Piece does good. Like, hopefully people like the live action Chopper they get. I hope
Dude,
that's
that's
enough to stay visiting.
The showrunner from fucking One Piece got a call from a Netflix exec like, what do you need?
It's 3 in the
Got you.
morning.
What do you need? What do you
It's
need?
3 in the morning.
I'll
Stop.
get it for you.
What do
You
you-
need anything? You call
What?
me. You call me anything.
Who is this?
Just hangs up.
Honey?
All right, let's do this. Probably say, oh my God, they were procrastinating. They had like 2 years to write the show and still weren't done when they started filming. Be fucking for out, dude, dead ass. No, guys, as a film student, my worst nightmare is working on their team, seeing these people on set working on stress. It wasn't even there.
As somebody who has worked in film, yeah, like I saw some of the shit that we're going through, and yeah, I was like, oh no,
It's
Oh my
like
God.
I don't know, dude. And then they were like at the end of the documentary, they were like, we weren't even interested in writing this shit. We wanted to direct. That's like, then why did you write it? Why didn't and if you weren't interested in writing it, why didn't you listen to anybody else that was fucking trying to help you write it? Dumbass. Like
I can answer that.
ugh.
Let's hear it.
They did such a shit job. They're never gonna be asked to do that shit again.
They're never. I'd be surprised if they got anything that's not going to be viewed as this is going to be shit. We're going to go into it
It's
like
like-
shit. And if it's not even remotely, like it doesn't even have to be their magnum opus. Like it could just be like a shoddy little 8 episode little series. If it is not on the highest pedestal that they can put, it is going to get shit on so bad.
Bro, they'd have to like Richard Bachman it. They couldn't make another thing out of the Duffer Brothers. They'd have to like go under like a pseudonym and fucking try to do something like as somebody else, and then be like, "Hey, it was actually me." Whoo!
Or
Tell you
they
suck.
could do Houston. What is it? Juve Bowl. They could start doing a Juve
Juve
Bowl
Bowl.
sort of thing.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
bro!
just
No,
start
they don't have the fun. They don't
Look,
have
I
the
just don't
fucking
understand, bro.
fun.
All
that
the
asshole has.
inconsistencies in the last episode, like the people at the graduation, the colors, like the memory mistakes, the fucking dial on the electric thing being gray, like like everything, dude. Like
back in the ground.
ugh, just everything, man. The backward signs, the backward graduation signs.
It was a
Like,
lot of mistakes.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Now, hear me when I say this. It sucked. The ending sucked. The writing sucked. I am not defending any of that in any way, shape, or form. What I am saying is that for some reason, a lot of people have forgotten that a lot of series, way more than we realize, start without a fucking ending written, without fucking The Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, everyone's favorite fucking Tim Burton thing.
Don't let me in with those weird ass motherfuckers. Don't let me in. With
The
them.
music was
You like ICP?
written.
You like Nightmare Before Christmas. That's how it works.
Fuck no, fuck you,
That's how
mustard.
it works,
Not just
buddy.
because I like
That's how it
ICP.
works, buddy. Hey, I
That
don't
is
make the
not-
rules around here.
That is not how that works.
I don't make the rules around here.
Oh
So-
yes, you. I'm not wearing no Cookie Monster sweatpants to Walmart at 2:00 in the afternoon. The hell you mean? I listen to ICP. I admit that, but I'm not
You
going to
just wear
admit
the
I.
Cookie Monster pajamas. We've seen you.
Well, I've seen
I
it in
got
person.
Grinch ones on. Thank you very much, mustard.
But like I was saying, the fucking Nightmare Before Christmas, the music was written and recorded before there was ever a cell shot of that movie. Before there was a script written for that movie, the music was written and recorded.
Yeah, because Danny Elfman's a fucking maniac.
But, yeah. And you know, so when I don't know why, but like there seems to be this disconnect between the generation watching Stranger Things and the generations that have come before. And like when somebody's like, we didn't have the fucking ending written before that, we were like, it shows. And sometimes it was like, we didn't
Yeah,
have the
because I'm
ending
going to
written.
be a dead ass with you. Nightmare Before Christmas's actual plot line's dumb as hell.
It is.
Like, it's a really bad movie, objectively.
It's not.
Yeah, it is. It has no point. None at all. Like, even in the end, there's supposed to be some, like, grand fucking, like, you know, come togetherness of, like, a thought, like a cathartic thought of, like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Like, there kind of isn't.
There is, absolutely.
I know in the last song, you know, Jack says, like, you know, fuck it. Maybe I should just make, instead of focusing on another holiday, I should just make mine better. But I just don't feel like it hits. You know what I'm saying?
I think,
It's
how
because
long
why
has it
do
been
all
since
of
you've
this
seen that
work?
movie?
Like all this work just to
Or
have that kind of
3
ending.
months.
It's been 3 months since you've seen that movie and you don't remember the ending.
Yeah, I guess I smoke a lot of weed, dude. you know?
Yeah, okay. Even though I hated the ending.
A lot of weed, man. I can barely tell you what happened some days.
But like I said, I understand completely the hatred. I understand, you know, the disappointment.
My
I
mom
really
hated the
do.
ending.
I don't understand the amount of it, and that again, this is just the benefit of being old. This is just the benefit of being older and, knowing the things that happen during movie sets and during movie shoots and stuff like that, or things that get pushed into production without even thinking about it, or things that get overly fucking shot or overproduced. Like Aeon Flux. Aeon Flux was so overproduced, ended up with nothing. Let's see.
Let me hold on before you answer this because I just seen that as well. I think you answered your own question with
Hi,
that
Barb.
when you said you didn't understand why it's getting so much hate compared to like older
Previous
stuff that
generations.
did
Yeah.
the same thing. Because back then, no one really put a lot of things on a pedestal like they do nowadays.
Incorrect.
Now, oh no, not fucking incorrect. Because when it comes to people that are 20 years older than I am, or 10 years older than I am, they see a shit thing and they're like, it was bad. All right, I'm going to fuck off and move on. Like, they're mad they have wasted their time, but that's it.
Yeah, Gen Z's take it personally.
No, for real. No, like Mustard
Dude,
make the joke.
They're
take
doxing these producers and execs and finding their fucking houses and fucking slashing their tires and shit. He's got a point. I actually agree with him.
That's 2 in an episode,
He's got a point. I agree with him, dude. Social media and virality and sensationalism is an all-time fucking high with our generation nowadays. Like, yeah, Gibby's right. We can have, like, because we had like 30 bad Stephen King movies in the 80s and 90s. But like those 1 or 2 or 3 that were like decent, we're like, yeah, you know what I mean? But like nowadays, everything has to be so perfect to this younger, especially with the lack of media literacy. It also has to be perfect.
Yes.
Everything has to be perfect, or else people don't understand it. People don't get it, and then
I can actually agree with that 100%.
And then that added on to like the fucking insane amount of sensationalism that our society is capable with social media. Both of those things put together, Gibby totally has a fucking point, dude. Like, yeah, people hold shit way too high on a pedestal nowadays, and they take it way too personal when it falls.
But the thing is, what I'm saying is that
I'm gonna make a sign.
older generations hold shit up to a pedestal just as well, even if it did suck. Okay, but hold on, I'll get to that point in a minute. Lemon says you hating on the Nightmare Before Christmas, -5 respect. We'll go around on this one. Priley says, "Can I ask what your favorite season of Stranger Things was?" Mine was the first. Mine was the first season.
Mine was season 3. Season 3 was definitely my favorite.
Season 3, all the way. I really liked I liked Starcourt. I liked the Russia. I liked it all. It was dope.
Yeah, that was a good
season 3.
We don't talk about episode 8 though. We don't talk about episode 8.
No,
The Lost Sister. We don't talk about that episode.
Yeah, that what the fuck was that episode?
They apparently had to tie it in the last one because what the fuck was the last season?
Get out of my memory.
We have so much content. So like, if you want to make us happy, it has to be peak. Yeah.
But like I said, previous generations are just as guilty as the same fucking thing. Rambo, no matter which, if you ask people my age or older, Rambo didn't start till the second movie. Everyone forgets Rambo First Blood.
Yeah.
Because
that
Rambo
movie sucked ass.
Because not only was that movie fucking terrible, it made
boring.
a lot of people uncomfortable. Like, nobody remembers that John Rambo is a cop killer.
Yep.
He killed cops.
I didn't know he was a body count fan.
Yep.
Womp.
Rocky as well. People from my generation are older put Rocky on a pedestal, never remembering that he lost. He lost. Like, he didn't win in the movie. He lost. And people put this... Yeah, exactly. Rocky
lost the first match. What the fuck are you talking about?
Rocky lost.
Do you know how often I think about Rocky? Or any Stephen Balboa movie? Rocky, fucking whatever.
Your mic sounds like ass. Hold on, stop talking for a second. Okay, go ahead.
Are we good now?
Yeah.
Okay. Steven Stallone, do you know how often I think about that guy in any movies? The last thing I can remember.
Not often that you forget his fucking name.
I forget his name, but the movies he's in, I often forget. The
You
last
just
time I
forgot
did
his name. It's not
Michael.
Steven Stallone, dumbass. It's Sylvester. What the fuck are you talking
Okay, then how much I fucking think about it. That is my point.
I got
right
Sylvester Seagal over here. He makes great movies.
there. He's fat and ripped at the same time. He boxes from a chair.
Oh God, we're not going to talk about those fucking movies.
Steven, what did you say?
Steven Stallone, my boys.
Steven Stallone, yeah.
Shit. I'm gonna change your name on my Discord to that, bro.
Stranger Things after Sorcerer, yeah. But like I said, but these movies get put on the pedestal, even though they sucked. Okay, fucking Rambo's a cop killer. Rocky lost. But ask anybody like one of the best movies of all time, Rambo, and not only maybe not Rambo, but Rocky will always be in that discussion.
Because Rocky, even though he fucking lost, it shows that you gotta have heart, kid. You know, you gotta, even though you know you're gonna fucking lose, you gotta try your hardest, and that's
Gotta
the,
beat your
that's
meat
the
in the
lesson of
freezer,
life.
Rocky.
It may not be objectively a good movie,
It
but
is
like
not.
the moral of the story is still very much good and like there and present and like relevant in the story. You know, it doesn't lose its own plot point. You know.
You see what I mean? He's part of my generation, and he's blowing Rocky. Even though to me, Rocky is
Because it is a
mediocre.
bad movie, but like it's a bad movie, but like the message behind it is nice. It's nice.
I do think Priley in the comments did have a very good point though. They just swarmed with content all the time. So
Yeah.
they don't have that medium of like, okay, this is good, but this is bad. Okay, but this is good. Okay, well, this one is not that bad. It's like you have so many things that you have to fit into tiny little categories of like, it's not great, missed here, it's not bad, but it could, did good here. It's so much that you no longer have that wide gauge of it's either good or it's bad. Like that gauge has shrink down so much in the last 20 years. I'm putting
Easily.
Yeah, I'll say 20.
I'd say easily 20
I'd say
years.
20.
Well, the only reason I'm putting 20 is because, like, I'm going to be 30 this year. So, like, I have 20 years of watching movies and stuff that I can put into a timeline.
Yeah,
I agree.
fucking the
ADD
idea.
is crazy with these. No.
Yeah, but I think Mustard said it best. Media literacy is also fucking dead, and it's something we've talked on this show many times about. Like, media literacy is dead. Twin Peaks could not be made today. In fact, from the show that Mustard started liking after I've been watching it forever, is so fucking David Lynch, so Twin Peaks, that it's struggling right now to find a place to get broadcast from. But it's such a surreal, strange, brutal show, and it's a really good
Now we
story.
got season 4 coming out this year, baby.
Yeah, but because it's so cerebral, they can't find a place to broadcast because media literacy is fucking dead. Like,
I mean, even people's attention spans, too, with the, I don't know if you guys been keeping up on the new season of Jujutsu Kaisen at all, but the episode prior to the one that came out this week was just a whole episode of talking.
Mhm.
That was rated one of the lowest episodes in all of the episodes of JJK that has been released so far.
Because where's my flashing lights? Where's my blood?
Media
Where's my
literacy
screaming
died
anime
very
guys?
early.
Where's my you know?
fighting? Where's my bloody
Yeah.
knuckles? Where's my main protagonist going through another traumatic event that he's never going to heal from?
Where's that one moment in time in the fight where the protagonist seems like he's gonna lose, but then he musters up some strength that he didn't know he had? Where's that at?
Ah! Oh, I was so mad because I've read through it. I've read to the end, so like I knew it was coming. And I wasn't upset. Not my favorite episode because I can't explain why, because that will be a spoiler. So have fun
no
with
spoilers.
that. Yes, I can't do that. But it's very important to the plot where it stands. So needing a whole episode to explain what the whole premise of this whole arc is vital. Just because there's no fighting and there's no action does not mean it is not important to the rest of the season. And I wish people would fucking understand that. Okay, we're good. Sorry.
I
On the
think
at the same time, okay? At the same
Okay.
time, I skip through dialogue in shows sometimes. Because I dead ass just don't give a fuck. And number two, I've seen so many goddamn shows that any plot point that they could try to throw at me, it may be confused me for like 2 seconds, but then I'll be like, oh yeah, that happened. You know what I mean? Like I skip through fucking dialogue. So episodes like that in a show that has a very solid, like solidified plot point and like has a lot of action, you're used to a certain attitude in these episodes. An episode like that doing poorly, like you can't really be surprised at it because like, well, yeah, we've watched a million fucking animes. We watched a million Jujutsu Kaisen-esque animes. Why the fuck do we need talking about what, dude? Just fucking fight shit. You know, like
I think, and you know what the worst part is? I'm guilty of it as well.
I guess my problem is like it's a whole.
No, go ahead.
Damn,
I'll get to it. No, I'm guilty of it.
I am the lone soldier on this one. Well, well, it's the thing is it's a whole supposed to be a quote unquote game arc. So obviously there's rules and big bads are introduced. So it's kind of like we got to tie in everything with this episode because it doesn't slow down this entire season. Like that's so I understand
episode.
That's the point because this one episode is the only time it has to breathe and sort of do I don't want to say world building, but exposition compared to the rest of it because it just is fast paced fight after fight. I mean, this last episode we had
expose while you fight. You know, you can
not that way. Not that way. You can't have that much explaining while two dudes are trying to fuck each other up. Like but they meet up with this last episode where it was Maki.
Haven't you ever seen Dragon Ball? Those fights lasted 20 episodes plus, dude. You could totally do some world building.
There ain't a motherfucking thing that was said during those fights that made any importance. You can't tell me that. Your power level. Look at your nipples, Goku. They're protruding. Come on now.
Wait, okay.
Which is why the only Dragon Ball Z I've ever watched has been Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Yeah, we got to comment. Let's see. A lot of people make their opinion based on what other people say. A bunch of people have. Oh, hold on. A bunch of people liked Stranger Things ending, and then went on Twitter and was like, "Oh my god, people hated it, so I hate it now." Also, the double screen thing Netflix promotes, like you have to make your own show or movie knowing they're gonna be on their phone. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I did read about that. Did you guys read about that?
What?
No. What?
So like apparently Netflix execs are telling showrunners now like they have to adapt their show to a pacing because they know their audience is going to be on their phone.
You're talking about the thing Matt Damon said about the rip.
Yeah.
I watched that movie. It wasn't good.
Huh.
It's supposed to be a whodunit, and they
secret episode, Levin.
They did. Episode. They did. Oh god, how do I put this? The writers of that fucking movie tried to be really clever and ended up just shooting their own plot in the foot. Like I watched The Rip, and it's just basically about, we got this anonymous tip about drug money. Now we're gonna go get the drug money. Shit happens. The cartel, corrupt police, yada yada yada, and it's supposed to be like a who's done it, and there's so much like they're trying to be like twisty turny, right? Even right up until the end, and you're just like, you lost the plot
Back
45 minutes ago.
5 miles down the road, you dropped it.
Yeah, like the kid fell out of the back of the car, like you did not notice, and but Matt Damon came out and said that they always shoot their movies and their shows in the same way. They put the big set piece up front so it grabs your attention, and then they spoon feed you the story, and it's like, but once again, like coming from Matt Damon, I'm very very surprised because that's the way it's always fucking been.
Matt Damon.
It's always been that way. They've always put a big set piece, a big explosion, a big fight, and then give you the story. Like, we start John Wick, chapter 1, when he crashes a car, falls out of the car, is bleeding to death, picks up his phone and watches a video of his wife. That's a pretty big fucking... That's a pretty harsh intro to the movie. And then we go back, he loses his wife, yada yada, kills 88 people in the fucking movie, and so on and so forth. Like, but that movie is not young. None of these movies are young.
Oh, wait,
John
Young?
Wick.
Young?
Yeah, young,
Oh, what's Young though? Like that's
recent.
Yeah,
The
how
original
recent
John
we
Wick
talking?
was in 2014.
that's 12 years ago, my man. That's almost that's not that young.
That's what I'm saying though. Like fucking but Matt Damon was like, "Oh yeah, they like to shoot their movies like this. They give it a big set piece and then they spoon feed you the story." And it's like, "Bro, welcome to Hollywood?"
No, but I
Then
kind of
you're
understand what he's saying. That like it might be a little worse now.
It might be worse now, but it's not a new formula. It's not a new thing.
I mean, it must have really matching
context
vibes.
clues.
I know, probably right.
Context
Like,
clues aren't existent nowadays.
let's talk about John Wick earlier. He was talking about John Wick earlier. Yeah.
Let's see.
No, yeah, probably the vibes are immaculate, dude. I'm picking up what you're putting down, 100%.
But
not
yeah,
what you're stepping.
like I said, the fucking Matt Damon saying that about their movie The Rip, and like I would understand his criticism of the movie making process if the movie was better. You know, like you can look at your own product and say, yeah, this is how you do it. But I watched your product and it's no better than anything else that came out. So, oops.
I mean, I've known a lot of people that refuse to watch movies on their TV. Like they'll sit and burn through shows, but when it comes to actual movies, it has to be on their phone while they're at work, or else they will not touch it.
Yeah.
What?
I know,
That's
I
so
know.
stupid. What the fuck?
No, yeah, I work. Well, I obviously rock in the factory field where you can kind of, if you can have something, but also like still do your job, they really don't give a shit. I talked to somebody I was working next to, and I was like, "Hey, did you watch this?" He's like, we don't got enough time in our 8 hours. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm asking you about a movie. He's like, yeah, if it's not on my phone, man, I won't touch it. I'm like, why? He said, because I cannot concentrate to all of that happening in an hour and a half to 2 hours. I said, but you can do it. Yeah. And I was like, but you can do it at work. He's like, well, yeah, I'm doing something else beyond that as well. Because most of the stuff I watch, I don't really need to pay attention.
So
I'm
does
like,
everybody just have ADD now? Like,
fuck, apparently.
Leave me the fuck out of this.
no, you started it. You're patient zero, motherfucker.
That was a big ass-
Probably. I mean,
That's scary. That's kind of unsettling.
but no,
That
it
is
is
very
true. But
unsettling.
like I said, like once again, like going back to Matt Damon's criticism of like the way movies are made. I'm like, John Wick is 12 years old. Other movies are older than that, and they do the same thing. They pop the big set piece or the big fight, the big explosion, then they give you the story afterwards. Why the fuck is he so upset about this movie making process now? It's like, yeah, you fucked me in the ass 99 times, but this
Because, like,
100th time
in
that you fucked
2014
me in the ass,
In 2014,
I didn't like it.
I don't know. Maybe that was like the start of it. Maybe it's only just gotten worse.
it had, dude, it's been way before that. I use John Wick as a recent example.
I don't. Yeah.
If you want a movie that starts with a big set piece and ends in action, then spoon feeds you the story. One of our favorite movies, Aliens. Yeah.
I
Yeah, but
don't
there's
know.
not really a
I got-
story to Aliens, dude.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
It's just giant monster killing people on a ship.
There's a dead silence.
You
Yeah,
even
we're
said it yourself. You don't watch Alien for the plot. I don't know why you're arguing this now.
Who the fuck said that? What?
You
There's
said it
so much
yourself. You
fucking
watch Alien for
lore.
two things: big scary monster, Sigourney Weaver.
I
You
said
told
those
me
are
that.
my favorite parts. Not that I only watch it because of that. All right, those are my favorite parts. Sigourney Weavers and Big Scary Monster. Yeah, those two things, I'm in. But it's not the only fucking reason.
Oh no, buddy.
I have ADHD, but taking my phone during my movie is a big no to me because like, would you pick up your phone and yeah, like seriously, like if we're watching something, put your fucking phone down.
Yeah, dude, I didn't even touch my phone when I watched the Barbie movie. Not even once. Paid attention the entire thing. So I may not have loved the movie, but I was there the entire time because I was like,
still love the Barbie movie.
it was when we started being able to go to the theaters again. So I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this. What do you mean? I'm not gonna look at what people are saying on their fucking social medias. I don't care. I want to see how Barbie's gonna destroy not patriotism.
The patriarchy.
Patriarchy. Thank you. I was in the right direction. I just shot left field. But yeah,
The Barbie movie was nothing like I was expecting, and I thank Mustard every time I think about that for sitting me down and making me watch that fucking movie. It was brilliant,
Dude, I remember that day so well, only because I was fucking I don't
You were
astronomically.
cheering, yeah.
No, I was fucking astronomically hungover that day.
you made
I
him
was
watch the
so
Barbie movie.
fucking hungover, dude, and we weren't eating much because we watched Barbie first, and then we had come home, and then I did the podcast and talked to you about Barbie, and then without skipping a beat, we went right back for Oppenheimer.
Yeah, he did the Barbenheimer thing.
Dude, I was fucking dead because I was just sitting in those goddamn theater chairs all day with my stomach fucking doing somersaults, dude, feeling like absolute garbage. But the movies are great. I don't know.
What if I need to text the hoes during movies? Brandon, shut the fuck up.
Brandon, that's a joke. Who says you got hoes that are so important you got to text them versus Godzilla and Kong?
You have to have hoes to text them.
Yeah, but Barbie was such a beautiful movie, and once again, it shows that media literacy has, if not died completely, but if not severely declined.
Now it's completely dead.
It was bad back then. It's worse now. And Barbie to me was one of the. And here's the thing. I don't like Will Ferrell. I almost refuse to watch anything with him in it because I just dislike him as his acting prowess, whatever you want to call it. I just dislike his movies. I watched that movie.
The Discord call.
I didn't like the Barbie movie, but I'm not in the Discord call, so don't come at me. Well, you're welcome to come. We'll watch it all together, man.
We'll have a little watch party. Everybody get their pink movie buckets out.
Oh God, it was like watching that fucking movie was so goddamn hilarious to me, and watching the jokes that cut so fucking deep in that movie, and the criticisms and the commentary of that movie, and I'm sitting here watching it. Like I said, I dislike Will Ferrell, and I'm crying laughing. And Mustard is having the time of his life, once again proving me wrong about a product that I was very doubtful about. Mustard is over here dying. He feels like shit, but he's fucking dying watching me react to this movie. You got scared me. You're going to be in the Discord call, Priley. Stop fighting it. But
he doesn't want three grown men just yelling at him.
Guess what? We got numbers. You took one. You got a number. You're in line.
You're in. At least be grateful we're not watching God's Not Dead.
Oh no, I refuse to do that again. I refuse. I did that once. With you motherfuckers. I am never doing that again.
You got so stoned when we were watching it from how
Don't
bad
remind
it
me.
was.
I thought I was gonna be okay. I was like, I'm gonna take a couple Ripskis. I'll be all right. Here I am 10 later, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I absolutely not.
Your connection fucked. Stop talking for a second. Okay, try again.
I got super ripped, more ripped than I wanted to be, and the way everybody talked to each other freaked me the fuck out for some reason. I don't know what it was, but every time somebody communicated with somebody else, I was like, that's not how humans talk to each other. That is not how two normal human beings
talk. And we will finally, for once and for all, prove that God is dead. I'm sorry, who are you? Oh, I'm the state education guy, by the way.
I was like,
it's like literally, dude. It's like I've never known the state education board guy talk like that. Like,
no, like what's funny is that I know the Patreon no longer exists, but I still have the episode recorded. If you go back, Gibby literally just goes quiet at about the 25-minute mark into the movie. Gibby just dies. Because we're watching it, and literally 25 minutes in, Gibby's just so fucking stoned.
No, you guys watched the Christian John Wick movie. It was me, you, and DJ that watched God's Not Dead.
No, Gibby was on the second or third one. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, the John Wick one.
No, the John Wick is a completely different one. Beckham, that's a completely different one. He was in on one of the God's Not Deads. and it was so fucking bad. Not just 25 minutes in, Gibby was getting fucking stoned. Like he kept hitting it, and we were making the jokes, and then Gibby would make a joke and then hit again, and then we were making more jokes, and then Gibby would make a joke and then hit again, and then around 25 minutes he just stops talking, and I have to poke him. I'm like, Gibby, you there? And he's like, I hate all this.
Well, I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. Don't do shows like that and then keep hitting every time you make a joke, especially when that's all you do is fucking crack jokes.
Yeah.
Don't do it because you're not joining the rest of the panel. You're done by 30 minutes in. I mean,
if you're a bitch, I'm just saying.
I don't smoke. I don't smoke like that. Like I don't.
I stay high, my guy.
Yeah, I don't stay high. I do not.
It was
Maybe do it
becoming
before a
kicked
show
in.
every now and then that's about the best of it.
But getting back to Stranger Things,
Yeah, getting back to the point of the fucking show. We always do that.
it's just, we talk.
It's like this is a fucking podcast or something.
Oh, you know,
And what kind of fucking nerds would spend an hour and a half just sitting in a call with their friends talking bullshit on a live stream? A couple of
I mean, getting back to Stranger Things, it sucked. The Duffers suck. They're never going to work anywhere other than Netflix, and I think Netflix threw them under the bus with the documentary. I don't think they're ever going to get past this, and I think they let their fans down. I really do. I think in the end, everything we wanted to come out of this series fell short. The only thing that I wanted out of the series that did kind of pay off was 11 Dies.
Wait, what? Is which one?
11 Dies.
Yeah.
And even then, it's an ambiguous. Well, we left it up to the water.
No. Everybody said, the Duffers even said, Mike's whole little fantasy, it's just a fantasy. She's dead.
So they said okay, here's what's pissing more people off about that is like in the documentary. In the documentary, they're like, nah, she dead. But like after the show interviews, they were like, well, we wanted to leave it open to interpretation. So it's like, so which one is it? Like, you know what I mean? They kind of.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait,
man.
spoilers, guys. Wait, guys. Wait.
Spoilers. Hold on. I didn't watch episode 8. Hold on. Shit.
Probably says
So, like,
Netflix
they
isn't going to work with them
contradict
again
themselves,
either.
really.
They will.
Nobody really knows if she's dead or not, dude. Like,
She's dead.
I hope so.
She's dead.
She has to be.
Millie Bobby Brown confirmed it. The producers confirmed it. The Duffers may be playing, softball with his bullshit, but everybody around them is like, she's fucking dead. Like, everybody around them. The Duffers are the only ones playing softball with the whole fucking thing.
She said, don't piss me off. Okay. Sorry.
Yo, okay. I did not know that they made a Stranger Things book, like an actual side story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Nancy Wheeler detective series.
Yep. Didn't know that. Seen it at Barnes and Noble.
I had it in
and I
my
was like,
hand
no fucking way.
in Barnes and Noble like a couple weeks ago. Like in my hands, I had it in there, and I'm like, do I buy this just out of principle? And I was like, no. I was like, no, that's stupid.
I couldn't justify spending $30 on a book that I would want to be out of my house in the next 10 minutes that it got there.
That's
Ain't
true.
no way.
Plus, I just don't really find Nancy's character that like.
I find her annoying.
I will
comics. Oh, there's comics too. Damn.
Yeah, there's comics too. I will say that the Duffers did something that Game of Thrones did successfully, and that is that they gave us interesting characters. The world itself was a character, but the characters themselves were interesting. I did like the dynamic between Steve Harrington and what's his name?
John.
No, he's talking about
Henderson.
Henderson.
Thank you. I loved their dynamic. I love their dynamic. Steve Harrington is probably my favorite character of the whole show. That dude is one of the just toughest motherfuckers out there, and proved it season after season after
Ted
season.
Wheeler. Ted Wheeler, bro, doesn't know what the fuck is happening for almost 10 years. Sees a Demogorgon once, runs at him with a golf club.
Hell yeah.
No, that's
the walking down Wheelers, Bubba.
Ted fucking Wheeler, dude.
I love that shit. I love how they all got their own little like badass names. Like the Walk 'em
Like a little
Down Wheelers
edge.
is my favorite.
Yep. And then
But but like Game of Thrones is the same fucking way. Overall, the story sucked. Overall, the world itself is complete and interesting, but the characters are the most interesting parts of that whole fucking thing. Not the story itself. The story itself is kind of garbage, but everyone knows Tyrion Lannister. Everyone knows Khaleesi. Everyone knows Khal Drogo. Like everybody knows these characters. Couldn't fucking tell you what they do in the story. Couldn't tell you what fucking episodes they're in. Couldn't tell you how many seasons they're in. But they made interesting characters. And I think the Duffers did the same thing. And I think maybe it might be Game of Thrones' fault for setting that standard of making interesting characters, but not an interesting story.
I only watched one season of Game of Thrones, and
That's
it.
fine.
So,
That's fine.
yeah,
You-
I'd never watched a season of Game of Thrones.
but you still know who Tyrion Lannister is.
nope, no idea.
That's the
Peter
that's-
Dinklage.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's because I don't like Peter Dinklage. So
Uh,
And then Jon
Yeah.
Snow, I guess, is there.
Jon Snow is another one. The Hound.
The
Like-
mountain, the mountain's
yeah.
pretty cool. That guy.
The
Hodor is
Viper.
pretty interesting.
Hodor. Like I said, they make interesting characters. They just made a shitty fucking story. And I think Stranger Things in the end ended up in the exact same basket as Game of Thrones. They made really interesting characters, shit fucking story.
Yeah. It just happens. It's just what happens when you fucking divorce one of the best writers of Netflix.
Well, look what happened to Rick and Morty after what's his name got divorced.
I'm
Real,
telling you, it's a divorce. It's the curse of the divorce.
Divorce Gate.
People
Yeah.
get-
Some of the books are just like inside characters. My sister's one on Max and it's pretty good. She also had a comic, but it's like a side quest that makes no sense plot-wise. Kelly. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything from Stranger Things to make any sense at this point.
Yeah.
No,
I-
after the last season, I'm just expecting they did a 8-ball and hope for the best. That Netflix
So-
money was pretty enough to buy an 8-ball, and they're like, you know what? I think we can walk away with this unscathed, but scathed they were.
And also, I really think it's funny that was it Steve Harrington, the guy that plays Steve Harrington, that made the Sean back in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also think that Finn Wolfhard tried so hard to launch a music career, failed miserably.
He's on his third attempt, okay? And
He failed miserably.
it's not bad. It's not bad.
Steve Harrington puts out one fucking song, and everybody's knocking down his door for another.
That's not true. It was like his third album. You're missing all the facts here.
Okay, it was one hit rather.
There you
Okay,
go.
I
Yeah,
guess I
there
can
you
amend my statement. He puts out one hit.
There you go. Yeah, but Finn's on his third attempt, and honestly, this go around's not that bad. It's actually pretty decent music.
we watched him play Finn Wolfhard makes great music. Don't be mean. I am sorry, as a musician, there's two people in here that are musicians. He's not that good.
I'm like barely a musician.
Shut
No, he's
the
all right.
Fuck up. Yeah, yeah, says the international selling music artist. Fucking. Oh my god. Two-time fucking international selling fucking asshole. We watched Finn, like, and I will not take away Finn's passion to try to make music. I will
Yeah,
give him that.
that's
I will
true.
give him that day in, day out. That kid has fucking passion, and he is a talented actor. He has great scenes in almost everything he's in. Music wise, though, like when we watched him when he was really young play the Pixies, and then I watched another recent video not too long ago that he tried the same song, and it's no better. Mustard Lord goes crazy. Hello, who is this man? That is an international selling musician right down there. That asshole.
I not really. I just fiddle around.
If you want to, no, it's not. If you want to check out the two music projects that went international, look up Pilots of Venus and look up Ghost in Orbit. Those are those are his two projects that have gone literally fucking international.
Yeah, it's all right.
Shut the fuck up.
It's okay. I could have done more, but
They could have gone more international.
No, no. Well, I don't know, man. I think Finn's, like I said, he had the Calpurnia thing, which was his first band, and then he had his like second band go around, which was not that great. And then he had now he's just doing music on his own in his bedroom, like I am. And I feel
Yeah.
like this is his best stuff. I do. This is
I
most recent.
heard-
Well, I mean, I'll take you. I'll fucking sit you down and we'll listen to a couple songs together. and
I
see
heard
what you're
one.
into.
I heard one song. Was not impressed, and maybe I'm just being too harsh a critic. I will.
That's the one with the
admit that.
green screen that I showed you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like that song. I don't know.
I wasn't impressed, and especially for somebody who's been trying as hard as he has for as many years as he has. But again, I may be being just too harsh.
I think you are.
Ooh, all right. I'm gonna give this a listen because I didn't know he made music. So we'll try this.
Yeah.
But I think to start wrapping things up, Stranger Things sucked. The ending sucked. Do they deserve the amount of hate they're getting? Maybe. I don't believe
Yes.
so. I don't believe so.
Absolutely.
But again, somebody needs to remind.
Somebody needs to pay.
No. Somebody needs to remind the fucking public,
Give me a
especially
duffer finger.
people. People need to be reminded that this is not new, this is not uncommon, and this is not fucking series ending. Okay, we have some of the best films that you guys can fucking pick off in film history started with no goddamn ending, including the fucking the film I'm wearing. Jaws started with no ending, and that was back in 1970 something.
Okay, but
It's
20
still
something year olds that had shorter attention spans than the rest of you thought it sucked back then too. Like it's just a cycle.
What?
What?
Jaws?
You had
Jaws,
hipsters.
the very first fucking summer blockbuster of all
Okay,
time?
bro. No, okay, you're gonna tell me that 100% of the population on Earth loved Jaws? No, bro. There were people that didn't like the movie. There were people that had critiques. There's people that had criticism.
Everybody has critiques. The shark still looks fake. It's in fucking Back to the Future.
I am agreeing with your point and saying that this isn't new, dipshit.
Oh, yes.
God, dude, this guy's
You're still a
fucking just
prick.
Ready to
You're
fucking
still a
argue
prick.
like no other. Bro.
You're still a prick. Let me hit you with that, motherfucker.
all right.
Anyways, I don't know. I think I in my opinion, I think the public needs to be reminded of that. What do you guys think?
I agree. People just hate on. People have always hated on shit just to hate on shit. That's not a new thing.
Yeah, we've been getting more prickly about the stuff we hate. Like it's just continuously getting. Nothing can be released without just a wave of hate for absolutely no reason or the most minuscule reasons. And I think do I like the shit? No. Do I like the show? No. Did I think the ending was good? Not really. But that's about where my give a fuck stops.
Right. Yeah. Fucking. I just think that sensationalism is at its worst, and so is like virility, where everybody is so.
Opinionated.
No. Everybody is so up to date on everything at all times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If David Arbor sneezes wrong, we hear about it. If Billy Bob Brown, fucking trips on her carpet alone at home, we hear about it the next day. You know what I mean? So then, I feel like that every day, like saturation of just news, just also is just like it's not good for the mental. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think another big issue is like Priley said in the chat earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people need to go outside for real.
People are offering opinions that have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, that too.
They have no fucking clue what they're talking about. They've never actually sat down and really reviewed a movie. They've never read a script. They've never understood the process. They don't know what it takes to make a movie or a show, and they're out here offering critiques that they want to be taken as gospel. And I think this has gotten more and more saturated into this market, and they're the loudest voices because they make the worst takes in history.
Yeah, agreed.
So
You go touch some grass and touch a horse's feet. I don't know what to tell you. Do something.
touch a horse feet or a
Yes.
whore's feet?
Horse feet. Horse feet. It'll get you out the fucking house and out and touch some grass. I don't care which one you
Still
touch.
don't know which one he said.
I don't know either.
Still don't know which one he
Please
You
only
either
touch.
You can touch horse feet or a whore's feet.
Doesn't matter.
I either do something as long
Go
as it gets
outside.
you outside of the house and breathing fresh air instead of the fart and Dorito combination you're brewing in. Please, for the love of God, go.
Just get consent, please. Don't touch anybody without their consent,
Especially the horse's consent, please.
especially the horse.
You get kicked in the fucking face by a horse. That's your own problem.
Good consent first. But anyways, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Check out Ghost in Orbit right now.
Thank you.
There's more music coming down the stream. Check out Dark Charm Media, where Gibby's series Persona Mortis is currently running, and is there's more coming down the line. A big twist is about to happen in that story, so please catch up.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for the comments. We'll see you next week.